Okay, hello everyone. It's nice to have you. Let's get started. Let's continue. We don't have a lot of time, so let's jump right into it.
这样的，平常说话说惯了，这个不得了，要睡觉把眼睛要睁开。
This, we are normally used to talking. This is horrible. Want to sleep? Need to open the eyes.
So what he's talking about is when he organized his chanqi here, Master YongHua style is very demanding. You don't talk, you don't sleep. Meaning, just in case those of you who have been coming here, what he means is back then, typically when you attend his chanqi, you don't talk. Okay, you don't talk, meaning that you minimize the gossiping. When you're not meditating, you don't gossip with others. Okay, because gossiping is a waste of time. Okay? So I have my assistant here tonight already. I say he knows his role tonight. He's in his full lotus already. Okay, this is Along here. At the age of 2, almost 3, he can sit for 2 hours already. Okay, pretty good, huh? And then pretty soon, later, I will let you have some tea. Huh? Okay. And speaking of sitting, we also have a young gentleman here. His name is Joseph. Last night he sat for, how old is Joseph now? 14 or 12? 14, huh? 14. And he sat for 11 and a half hours, I'm told. And that's incredible. 11 and a half hours is a very important milestone. So it shows that, I don't know, but maybe he has a lot more blessings that he knows what to do with, because it takes a lot of blessings to be able to sit for a long time. And conversely speaking, as you sit longer, you generate even more blessings. So first you need to have blessings to sit long. And then if you are able to manage to use that blessings in order to do long sits, then you generate even more blessings. Okay? So that's what it is. Just like in business, if you understand, you need to invest money before you can really make money, unless you go and rob a bank. That's a different story. All right? So congratulations, Joseph. Keep it up, okay? It feels good, right, Joseph? Tonight? Today? It feels better than yesterday? Yes? Yeah? There is a small reward right there. If you sit as long as he did, actually it feels, let me tell you, I don't think he can phrase it like this, but it feels peaceful. Peaceful. The head is so peaceful. It's not as noisy up there. Yes? It shows because your eyes are not your eyes are much clearer than normal. Okay, it's kind of cool. And then also, are you bored, huh, boy? You're going to go for 11 hours tonight? 11 hours. 10? Which one more? 10 hours. Okay, we settle for lower expectations for you, boy. Okay. So anyway, so after sitting for 11 hours, actually, great things happen. Like you feel peaceful, you feel blissful, the kind of peace and bliss you don't normally experience. And then also, furthermore, actually, you look at his demeanor, you can tell he's a lot more patient. Okay, patient. That's what you build up when you sit longer. The longer you sit, the more patient you become. So the long sits actually mold your character. It's incredible. This technology is incredible. It's just that most people don't do it. Most people only talk. They don't do it. Okay? For us, we don't talk. We simply do it. Okay? Right? Huh? Yeah, there you go. All right. So Master YongHua, unlike the modern days approach or the typical meditation teacher, they try to make you feel comfortable and so forth. His approach is to make you feel uncomfortable, to do things that you don't normally do. Okay, and that's how you receive training. This is what I also benefited personally when I was first exposed to his Dharma. When I first came to his Dharma, he actually was dying, and he wasn't teaching meditation anymore. And his students were teaching meditation for him. Okay, and in their attempt to train us as per his instructions. But the one thing that the people, his students who tried to teach me, never could do long sits. They couldn't sit for long at all. And his teaching is that when I read his books, he says you have to sit long, okay, and you have to do long sits, and that's why when I asked them, his disciples, questions when I started training to sit longer, just like most of you, I started with 2 minutes. I couldn't take it. It was too painful for me. 2 minutes, I was going crazy. Couldn't take the pain. Okay, I know that Helen could sit a lot longer when you first started, didn't you? For me, it was 2 minutes maximum. It's just too painful. Okay, and I conquered that pain. I trained myself without any help. I just trained myself, just endure the pain, and so forth. And until I figure out how to consistently, I figured out about maybe 100 different ways to meet the pain, the fear of pain. Okay, and also, so with that, I was able to understand why the long sits were important. I was able to experience things that I knew his students could not experience. Okay, and so I'm very pleased that Joseph decided to do it last night, and clearly, it helps him. He feels calmer, feel more peaceful. So it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. All right, so Master YongHua, when he teaches, he had these secret ways of doing things, and unless you do them, you will never understand why you're asked to do that. So that's why, let me tell you, when I was able to sit for 10, 14 hours, 17, 18 hours, while I was under his umbrella, my samadhi level was certainly lower than his senior disciples. But you know what? The funny thing is I understood a lot more about his chant approach than these people who did not sit long enough. Okay? So it's kind of interesting to me that you have to do it. You don't talk. You just do it, and you see why you were asked when you were told to do it. You don't do it, it's your problem. Okay? You never find out. So many of my disciples, they started like most of you. They didn't like the long sits. They said, "No, it's not for me. It's so I can do better things than this. It seems to be such a waste of time to sit there and have nothing to do." And that's precisely the point. And so they said, I can do a lot of things, I can do better things than simply sitting there. And they never could understand why that when you do long sits, there's a purpose behind it. Okay, and you find out for yourself eventually. All right, so he did give us tips and hints on how to build the foundation for Chan, long sits. And he said here, for example, no gossiping, which is, you quit already, huh, boy? I thought we were going to go for 10 hours tonight. Children. I feel like, sort of like understand how my master must have felt. He says, I spent so much 心血, so much energy and effort in trying to teach them, but they are not doing it. They don't take me seriously. Oh Lord, can you send me some better students than such children? Anyway, so you follow the instructions, and eventually you understand. You don't follow the instructions, tough luck. Okay? All right. So his instruction was no talking, meaning that minimize your outflow, okay, your outflows, and no sleeping. This is also due to the fact that his schedule is that you are supposed to sleep from midnight till 3. That's it. Okay, maybe a break in between in the afternoon. For those of you who are weak, you sit, so you get some rest between 3:40 and 5 o'clock. But that's about it. Okay? Don't sleep any more than that. Actually, it's better you sleep even less. You naturally sleep even less. Okay, that's what it is. So that's the schedule. That's what he's meant by when you really want to sleep. You're so sleepy, you still need to open your eyes. Unlike my disciples, who I was reported to me. Thank you. That as soon as they get tired, they close their eyes and they snore. They don't feel that they need to open their eyes. Tough luck. All right. Continuing. 5 fingers has a yes, 5 fingers.
Master, Ipte slept for 5 hours last night.
Wow, 5 hours. All right, congratulations. Very good, very good. Excellent, yes, 5 hours. Excellent. Meaning that she broke through she should have very little problems now. Much easier for her now to sit for much longer than 5 hours. It's very, very, very nice. Excellent. Very good indeed. Okay, very good. Congratulations. I'm very glad for her. All right, anyone else? Okay, let's continue.
这是很厉害的，所以人都看着就都害怕。
Yeah.
所以人都看这个就都害怕了。
This is so demanding.
要求非常的。This is very fierce, so people see this are all afraid.
Yeah, this is very demanding schedule, a demanding, which is a sort of, if you will, they're not afraid, but they don't say I'm afraid. They just say this is unreasonable, this is nonsense. So they're making excuses, but he's blunt. He says they're all afraid. The people who do not do it and they come up with the reasons, okay, all those are excuses. They themselves know. Okay? They're not fooling anyone but themselves. Certainly not fooling us.
This is the first time做禅班，第二次再有开始做禅班的时候。
This is the first time we have this sitting Chan class. When we start this sitting Chan class again, the second time.
我们在门那儿挂上一把刀，或者一把宝剑，你进来啊，先把头给斩下来，你才进来。
Hang a saber or a sword on the door. When you come, first cut the head off, then you come in.
不单斩，割舌头，把头给割下来，就是叫你不能随便的。
Not only cut off the tongue, cut off the head as well. This is so that you cannot be carefree.
No, casual.
Casual.
随便 is casual, not carefree. Carefree is a good state. Casual has negative connotations. Casual meaning you do as you please. Carefree is that I don't care. Okay? It's different kind of meaning. So what happened is people, they come to a way place, a child place, where the great master is teaching, and they're so casual about it. They said, "What's the big deal here? What's this place any different? How is it any different from the bigger temple over there? Much more adorned, much richer, much better food." Okay, so that's why they're rather casual. I said, "Well, let's see what this guy has to offer." Okay. And these people fail to see that the class was the teaching was put on by a patriarch, a Buddhist patriarch. Okay, which is a tremendous, momentous event for him to teach Chan right there. You may only see a few people, okay, like you see tonight, but that is filled up. The room he was there is filled up by so many beings who came to listen to his instructions and benefit from his protection and teaching. So don't be fooled by the lack of if you see a few people coming, don't think that he's wasting his time or that people are not interested. Okay, the people really are interested. That's why he's doing it. Okay, because he's so well known that the arhats, the bodhisattvas came, and the heavenly beings came to meditate and to learn from him. Okay? It's not like you go to a temple and you see like rows and rows of people meditating and so forth. You may have a lot of people, but you really don't have any bodhisattvas there. Okay? That's the way it is. Internet has a question.
Can we produce suffering, or do we wait for it to come about?
You just do what you're told. Don't ask too many questions. Anything else? If you do what you're told, then you realize there's no need to ask questions. And if you do what you're told with utmost sincerity, then you will appreciate why you were told so. Okay? Because I myself personally was not taught by Master YongHua. I never have a chance to ask him any questions. I had so many questions while I meditated. Okay? But I never had a chance to ask questions. So the only thing I had was to follow his books, his instruction in his books. Even his disciples tried to teach me. They really don't know. They don't understand. None of them really understands Chan meditation. So to me, it's a waste of time. They wasted my time, okay? Because they never really took his instructions seriously. Whereas for me personally, all I had was his instructions. So I treasured that. And if you treasure it, you execute. You don't talk. He teaches simple principles. I executed and executed. That's all. And that's, in a way, it's a blessing in disguise because I couldn't ask questions, so I had to figure it out myself. Why he told me to go for long sits? Why do I have to endure the pain, discomfort? Okay. Internet. Of course. What happened to your mic?
Buddhist historians say that the Buddha did not speak Mahayana sutras. They were composed after he died. He said he spoke teachings more related to the Hinayana teachings. How did the Mahayana teachings get uncovered after a few hundred years after the Buddha's death? Was it a secret teaching?
I wasn't there, so I don't know. I don't know about historians. Which historians you referring to? What I know is that my master, Master YongHua, who is no historian, he simply was and is an enlightened being, a very, very high level enlightened, that I'm pretty sure that is much higher than all historians. Even his disciples' level are much higher than all those historians. For me, I don't look at labels. I don't look at how rich you are, how educated you are, how recognized you are, what position you have in society, because that's worldly to me. So yes, if you want to follow historians, by all means, follow historians. Okay, it depends on depends on your preferences. My personal preference is to follow and to investigate the teachings of the people who have real wisdom. In our world are the bodhisattvas, are those patriarchs. That's what I choose to believe. You choose to believe historians, be my guest. If you're asking about historians, why historians say so and not so, it's like you. Excuse me if I have to use this analogy, but it might be offensive to some of you. It's just like the boy who used to sit here next to me 5 minutes ago. Okay, he tells me master, Hinayana has records, but Mahayana has no records. Okay? How can I help him understand about the difference between Mahayana and Hinayana? It's not that important for us to try to convince historians. They do what they do. They are rewarded on a different scale than we are. We don't look for rewards in terms of a salary, in terms of a book, book sales, in terms of accreditation, recognition from the academia and so forth. That is not important to us. It's not what we dance to. We dance to the tune of wisdom. Okay? Meaning that it's a kind of wisdom that the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the original teachers of Buddhism, that's what we choose to believe in. Okay? So it's a matter of personal faith. Okay? You want to place importance in historians' finding, so be it. Okay? Personally, you ask me, I don't think much of historians. That's my answer. So I don't waste my time worrying about what historians say, what historians think, what I need to do about historians. They're free to do whatever they wish. This is a free country. We worry about training and teaching the people who deserve to be taught. We're not trying to sell to you Buddhism or convince you that we are right and they're wrong. It's irrelevant. Right or wrong is your concern. It's not my concern. So that's why I don't really care personally about what those people have to say. That's my answer. So I can't answer you. All right, next.
Ah. 你又不怕这把刀？我在香港，我骂这个敏智法师。
You need to be not afraid of this saber. When I was in Hong Kong, I scolded this master Ming Zhi.
是吧？我在香港打15个禅期，15个禅期呀。他说他也来参加，来参加坐禅。
I organized 15 Chanqi in Hong Kong. 15 Chanqi. He said he will join as well, to join Sit Chan.
我说你要不怕把头丢了，你就来；你要怕把头丢了，就不要来。
I said, if you're not afraid of losing your head, then you come. If you're afraid of losing the head, then don't come.
Now, as you hear, you're not here, but I notice there's one particular person who's, as my master is speaking Dharma, is checking his phone. As I speak Dharma, he's checking his phone. That's rather rude. It's rather disrespectful. You feel that we're wasting your time, feel free to get up, stand up and go walk out the door. We don't want to waste your time. This is a great master who's teaching a Dharma to you. Even if at your level, if you pay attention 100%, you still don't get what he's saying. And yet, you're only listening to half of it. Why are you reading the slides? Who asked you to read the slides? Just listen.
我说我这个慈行寺这个门口挂着一把斩魔剑，这个斩魔剑谁
I said this Cixing temple, kindness prosperity temple of mine, this entrance, hence a chopped demon sword, this chopped demon sword.
哪一个魔王来了，我就把他头给割下来，先割头的。
Whichever demon king come, I will cut his head off. Cut off the head first.
你要愿意做护法，那是可以的。你要想
If you're willing to be Dharma protector, that is okay.
要做魔王，你要除非你不来，来了就是你这个魔头落地，你试试看，妈的。
If you want to be demon king, then unless you don't come, if you come, then this demon head of yours will fall on the ground. You try, scolded him.
在这个现在他就是在洗尘那个地方，做这个那个什么教务主任呢？是校长呢？是什么院长呢？做那个。
At this, now he is at that place called Xichen, working as that some director of the academic affairs or principal or dean.
院长，你们大爷没看见他，他那个洗尘拿他当个牌位这么耍的，根本他就在那也什么权利也没有的。
Be the dean, you probably didn't see him, that Xichen placed him as if he is a plaque. There, he doesn't have any power or benefit.
那么，他在这个上海常州天宁寺做过方丈的，很有地位的。
He was the abbot of Shanghai Changzhou Tianning Temple. He was of high status.
然后从大屿山慈香寺那儿下来坐船呢，俺们两个一坐在船上就斗法。
Then from Dayu Mountain Cixing Temple, coming down by boat, the two of us fought Dharma once we sat on the boat.
他说他的，我说我的，说来说去，说的他没有话讲了，讲。
Fought Dharma. He said his, I said mine, back and forth, till he had nothing to say.
讲来讲去讲没话讲，就和我握手，讲和。
Talked back and forth till he had nothing to say. Then he shook hands with me. Let's make peace, make peace.
他没有话讲了，就来握手了。从大屿山到香港，
He had nothing to talk, then came to shake hands from Dayu Mountain to Hong Kong.
他要握了有7、8次手，那3个钟头的时间。 意思就是投降了。
He approximately shook my hand 7 to 8 times during the period of 3 hours. This meant surrender.
他因为没有法子了，就是握手，这讲和了，这好像就谈判了，没有事情。
Because he had no method, then he shook hands with me. Shake hands, this is making peace, just like negotiation, no problem anymore.
俺们这儿再有这个座谈期，也要这样，挂上一把斩魔剑。
Us here have this sit chan chi again. Need to be like this as well. Hang a chop demon sword.
今年呢，因为我忘了这个斩魔剑，因为放出去了，不记得把它拿回来了，预备斩魔了。
This year, because I forgot about this chop demon sword, this was put outside. I didn't remember to take it back to prepare for chopping demons.
那么，咱们也很得菩萨帮忙，买了一个大的地方。
Then we also got lots of help from the Bodhisattvas, purchased a large place.
这个大的地方呢，是有几百人都可以有地方坐禅。
This large place, even if there are several hundred people, would still have space to sit Chan.
那么这个地方呢，咱们将来等搬到这个地方的时候，
这个地方，我们将来等搬到这个地方的时候 Then this place, when we move to this place in the future.
我和你们一起来坐禅。现在你们都练习，因为试试看，你们先。
I will sit Chan with you. Now you all practice. You try first.
等我一参加那时候啊，就紧得不得了了。你想马虎1秒钟也不可以。
Because once I join, at that time will be very tight. If you want to take it easy for 1 second, it is not okay.
说无论谁都要认真来给做了。这是在搬家之后的我的计划。
At that time, no matter who, all need to come sit seriously. This is my plan after we move.
那么现在呀，第1个礼拜，这每天都是我讲开始。第2个礼拜啊，因为今天有一个人打妄想，说是。
Then now this first week, I'm talking instructional talk. Second week, because today one person had a false thought.
讲开示，我也讲开示可不错。
Said, oh, talk instructional talk. If I talk the instructional talk, would be pretty good.
因为有人打这么妄想，我在那正这个睡觉呢，我就看见他这个妄想。
Because somebody had this false thought. I was sleeping over there. I saw his false thought.
所以第二个礼拜或者就多一个人讲开始，两个人讲，第三。
So, second week, maybe we have one more person talk the instructional talk. Two people talk.
就三个人讲，第四个礼拜4个人讲，第5个礼拜就5个人讲，第6个礼拜。
The third week have 3 people talk. The fourth week have 4 people talk. The fifth week have 5 people talk.
6个人讲，第7个礼拜7个人讲，第8个礼拜8个人讲。
The 6th week have 6 people. The 7th week have 7 people. The 8th week have 8 people talk.
那么打多一个礼拜就添一个人来讲开始。说在什么时候讲开始呢？
We have one more week, then add one more person to talk the instructional talk. Say when to talk the instructional talk.
这个随时都可以的，你在白天也可以讲开始。你们坐的很疲倦了，讲开始就打。
This anytime is okay. You can talk instructional talk during the day. When sit until very tired, talk an instructional talk.
提精神了就好像正要睡觉，有拿一盆凉水倒到头上了，醒了。
You need to pull yourself together, like when just about to fall into sleep. Take a basin of cold water, dump it onto the head. Woken up.
这样，所以呢，这个看看你们大家看看欢喜不欢喜这样，要欢喜呢，咱们一个礼拜添一个人，一个礼拜添一个人。
So let's have a look at this. Everybody have a look at this. Like this or not? If you like, we add one person each week.
Internet has a question.
Why does Master YongHua get help from bodhisattvas, but he's a bodhisattva himself?
We have to ask the bodhisattvas that. Why do you ask me? I'm no bodhisattva. What do you think? Those of you who would like to become bodhisattvas, would you like to take a guess? Why are they helping him? Why do you think? Why would the bodhisattvas help him? Five fingers.
I just guess that I feel that maybe the co-workers would like to help each other.
They help each other? One hand
Because
washes the other?
They're co-workers.
They're co-workers? Okay. That makes
Do they
sense
have
to
the
me.
same common goals?
Yeah, they have same common goals. I'm repeating her. Yeah, very good. Yeah. Anything else? Red right there. Hey, Red.
Master.
Today is not my birthday.
I know. Oh, I'm sorry, Master.
Very early in the morning. It's like 4 or 5 in the morning, I was meditating and feeling very good. And he says, "Happy birthday."
I'm sorry, Master. I jumped the gun. Maybe he asked for help.
He asked for help?
Well, yeah.
Maybe he asked for help.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else? Okay. Yes, internet.
The same reason your lungs help your heart.
The what?
The same reason your lungs help your heart.
Your
lungs.
Your lungs help your heart? Are they helping each other? This is too sophisticated for me. Is this a European kind of culture? Bless you. How? Why? You should be able to come up with at least 10 different reasons why. Yes, internet.
He did that so our belief will be in Guanyin Bodhisattva and not to himself.
Guanyin Bodhisattva, okay. Anything else? Why did the Bodhisattvas help him? There must be at least 6 more reasons. But there aren't enough of you to go around. So you can repeat, you can do a second trial. You can try again, raise your fingers again. 5 fingers. Yeah? Why? Why would the Bodhisattvas help him? Clearly you're not Chinese. I'm waiting for a Chinese person to tell me. Come on, Chinese people. Tell me why did Master YongHua say, the Bodhisattvas help me? It takes a Chinese person to understand this point. Or Koreans. Huh? Okay. Why? Yes, Chinese person.
He's being humble for his achievement.
%90. Yeah, the answer is still too Chinese. Yeah. It's almost there, but it's not direct enough. Okay, anyone else? Elaborating on that. Let me explain to you, because there's still more reasons. There's lots of reasons why he said so. He said, the Bodhisattvas help me. It's out of humility that he said so. He says that they help me because I can't help myself. I need help. It's very humble. Okay, they saw how much I was struggling, so they helped me. Okay, very humble. Okay, but it also has this connotation of you're Chinese, or Korean, or Asian. Go ahead and destroy my IKEA lamp, boy. Yeah, it's okay. You go to the hells, that's all. Destroying triple jewel property. Okay, never mind, I get easily distracted. Yes, why would they say so? Why would someone like his stature say, I got help from a bodhisattvas? Huh? So many reasons why he said so. If you're really Asian, then you should understand, that it's so many reasons why he said so. Huh? 5 fingers, yes.
Hello. So Master YongHua maybe try to teach all of us to stay humble, not feel arrogant.
Okay.
To set an example, somebody like him with a great achievement, also need help. So we should never feel that we're strong enough without help.
Yes, that's an additional point I didn't think of.
스님 생각하지 않은 그 이유를 하나 더 생각해 보고.
Anyone else? Why did he say so? Why would you say so? I give you one reason and then we'll open the door to so many reasons. Because it's an offering from the other bodhisattvas. The low-level bodhisattvas made an offering to him. Is it possible? Absolutely. The low-level bodhisattvas, I would call small bodhisattvas, seeing that his work is so important, they brought forth, and they realized that that the humans are so stupid that they don't realize they're supposed to come and support this type of important work because it's to their benefit to do so. But these people are so stupid, like Along, he doesn't know any better. So what do? Is that, let me make an offering to him. Because if I make an offering to him, I accrue blessings for myself, not only because I'm not asked, and yet I make an offering, therefore my blessings are far greater than otherwise. And number two, if I create the facilities, I make it happen, then I benefit from more Dharma talks, more instruction from this great monk, from this great bodhisattva. Besides, it's my job to make an offering as a low level to a senior. How can I get to a senior level bodhisattva unless I make offerings to these senior bodhisattvas? You think that these bodhisattvas are so stupid they would have let you make offerings to the senior bodhisattva and they do nothing? Okay? So I'm getting help, but actually it's really an offering. Okay? If he's getting help, at all, maybe from a level is higher than he, for example, from Manjushri Bodhisattva, who is high level in Master Hsuan, from the sixth Petra, who is higher level in Master Hsuan, because if people realize that even the Bodhisattva low level, those low lives, they said, these people, they still don't get it. They're trying to only offer him 200 people way place. But this great work here needs to benefit a lot more people. So we need to make sure that it's a place that's big enough to handle several hundred people. So these bodhisattvas, they wait for you to make a move. They say, Joseph's not going to make an offering. He's too lazy. He says, I'm not into making offering. Okay. But they wait for all of you. They look at it. Joseph doesn't want to make offerings. This guy is only interested in having pu'er tea. Okay, he's not going to make offering. He's going to take. He's not going to give. He's a taker. He's not a giver. Don't you want some tea? Huh? There you go. Okay, so they look at all of the people who are benefiting from this and see what they're going to do to show their appreciation. Okay? So they say, I don't see anything that amounts to the kind of things that he's going to need because I see it. Okay? I see the future. Therefore, at a high level, I said, I'm going to give him this place here. Okay? In addition, on top of these poor takers. Right? And so these low-level people still are creating blessings for themselves. Okay, they're not assuming all the credit. These great bodhisattvas, the Buddhas, no longer need credit from us. Okay, they simply help. So they help out. Okay, because not only because they want to create blessings like the low-level bodhisattvas and arhats, they want to help in some cases because they want to encourage him. Because, Master YongHua has been troubled for years. He went to America and no one knew about him. He doesn't speak English. He didn't speak English, and therefore very few people knew about him except for some Chinese-speaking people. Okay, and therefore he's not getting the kind of support he's supposed to get. Okay, and so for him, for these great Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they're getting impatient. They said, if I wait for these people to make offerings to him to support his work, it would take forever. Okay, so that's why they took the initiative to give him the big way place, okay, and to encourage him as well. There's so many reasons. Does it help? Okay, so in a simple statement, say I got some help from the Bodhisattvas, that includes all those cases. Even that low-level bodhisattvas, low lives like us, okay, unenlightened people like us, who make an offering to him, okay, $1, $2, whatever. He says, that's helping me as well, okay? Okay, continue. Pour a tea. Very good tea.
这不知道哪一个开悟的人一讲一些开悟的话啊，令大家都开悟。
Each week, add one person. Doesn't know which enlightened person would talk some enlightened words to make everybody enlightened.
所以呀，我不要我一个人讲，我一个人讲又要翻译，这个浪费很多时间。
So I don't need to talk alone. When I talk alone, it needs translation as well. Wastes lots of time.
要是有你们讲英文的人讲的，就不要翻译，那是很妙的。
If you who speak English talk, we don't need translation. That's wonderful.
江河，这个佛法，只要实实在在的来做，实实在在的来修行，不能掺夹杂一点点呢，这个不真的，就是作假。
This Buddha Dharma need to practice truly, cultivate truly, can't mix with others. A little bit of untrue is faking.
也就是骗自己，你不能骗自己。你要说是我不用功就会开悟。
is also lie to oneself. You cannot lie to yourself. If you say, I don't need to apply effort and can become enlightened.
是啊，无有是处的。就好像啊，你煮这个沙，想叫这个沙来盛饭，那是没有这个道理的。
That doesn't have any correct place. It's just like you cook this sand. Want to make this sand into cooked rice. There is no such reason.
你不用功不修行，就说会成道业了，也是无有是处的。
You don't apply effort, don't practice, and say you will achieve the way. Also doesn't have any correct place. Master, I don't know how to translate 道业.
道业 What's 道业? Dao is the way. Ye is karma. So the way karma, what does the way karma mean? What is Dao? What is the way? Okay, Korea.
道是什么?
Does that mean like planting seeds to enlighten in the future? The proper karma in order to cultivate the way?
Dao Ye here, it's very Chinese. It's a kind of interesting Chinese concept. Dao is cultivation of, Tao is the way, okay? Ye is the karma. So the karma you create for the way. Okay? So you could translate all you want. You can use a lot of terms. You can say, for example, you can simplify it as cultivate the way, or create way karmas. If you want a more direct translation, way karma, okay? You create way karmas, or you cultivate the way. It's the same concept, okay? But what is behind this Dao Ye here is this when you talk about Ye in Chinese, so you know there's you are consciously this is a intentional, okay? It's volition. You intend to create karmas. You intend to create way karmas, if you will. So your mind is on the way. Everything you do is to create karmas for the way. It's a rather elegant Chinese way of expressing it. That is, he says, I will do everything for me to advance, to create karmas for me, to make me advance further along my cultivation of the way. That's why it's very difficult to translate it. I don't blame you. So I would translate it as create way karmas, and let others elaborate more if it's not clear. But for translation purposes, it has to be way karmas, and we add a create to clarify. All right? Two more minutes. If you have questions, now is the time to ask.
Ah, 咱们现在觉得啊，这是用功了， 这是修行了。
We now feel this is applying effort. This is cultivation.
其实要比较过去的诸佛菩萨那种的修行的六度万恒，那相差的远之又远。
Actually, if compared to past Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, their type of practice of 6 parameters, 10,000 cultivations, we are so far, far apart.
This is, to me, is kind of interesting to hear what Master YongHua is explaining to these people. It seems to be the first time he organized a 9-week or 8-week Chanqi in San Francisco, and they're moving to a new way place that's a lot bigger. So it's kind of interesting that the language and the things he chose to bring up to these people present. Clearly, this is directed towards the Westerners, the people who are present, not to the Bodhisattvas, because the Bodhisattvas are all yawning like crazy. Okay, because they said, really? You waste my time talking about these things? I came so far away from here, from the Western Bliss Pure Land. I came here to listen to your Dharma. And this is you talking to the level of an alone. Really? So you see that it's kind of interesting that he chose to talk, he gave the Dharma talk, the instructional talk, at this level, because it's to me, it sounds like he's talking to babies. He's throwing Buddhist jargons and stuff like that, because he said, for example, the 6 paramitas, 1,000 practices, 10,000 practices. That's the throwing things at them. It really means nothing to these people. They don't understand the 6 paramitas. They don't understand the 10,000 practices. Okay, they don't. Okay, but you keep on throwing things at them. You plant the seeds for them. Okay, and that's about it. It's funny that none of them even dare raise their hand and say, what is the 6 paramitas? What are the 10,000 practices? Okay, so that's why I didn't bother explaining too much to you, because sometimes when you listen to the Dharma, instead of trying to understand word for word, which is intellectual shit, okay, as for intellectuals, we just listen. Okay, just listen. Why worry about all these things? Okay, you have a live person here who's going to point out to you what, from this crap, from all this thing here, what you need to understand. Because you're different from his disciples back then. That's why a lot of this is, to me, is nonsense. Okay? So if it's nonsense, it's talking to people like that. Why bother elaborating? You know, because you're not like that. Is that clear? Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Okay, drink some more. Here you go. Drink. Her chai. There you go. Enjoy yourself. You see, this is what matters to him. Because that's going to leave a lasting impression for him, not all these talks. All right, time is up. Thank you, everyone. Applauding, very good. Good night. Goodbye.